clothing, cars, whatever you're selling, you have a great idea. You want to put it on our platform. Contact TBISC. Call us now, 267-982-0342. TBISC, the best in sports entertainment. First of all, I want to thank everybody who's been tuning in to Tales from the Jails. And listen, we need everybody to do something for us. If you really like what you see on Tales from the Jails, you're really interested in what you see on Tales from the Jails, we need you to go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member. Subscribe as well, but also become a member. That way you can get updated on all the new content as we continue to bring you these amazing episodes. So we want everyone to go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member.
As y'all heard him, go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member. We got an array of content that's coming out that you will be thoroughly entertained by. As you can see by the content that's previously been released, you're entertained by. It's only gonna get better. I'm telling you, there is only up to go. And we wanna thank y'all for rocking with us, man, and listening to the awareness that we're bringing about prison life. So go to where again, bro?
Go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member.
YouTube at Tales from the Jails, and please become a member.
Clothing, cars, whatever you're selling, you have a great idea. You want to put it on our platform. Contact TBISC. Call us now, 267-982-0342. TBISC, the best in sports entertainment.
What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? We back. Tales from the Jails live here in Parkland, USA. TNS Media Group is the team and the family. I got my counterpart. Is it a Cowboys jacket, bro?
Might not never be. This Big Philly. Big Philly, stand up.
Sure.
Big Philly. Yeah, I'm on some geographical time right now. No disrespect to my New York and D.C. and Carolina men, but right now I'm standing on all Eagles business and big sixes. So I'm putting it on my back for y'all today.
No duty. No duty. Putting on your back for him, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Tofi, what's up with it, man? What's going on, everybody? Let's wait for everybody to get up in here, man. We want to have a conversation with the masses. So listen. So how was your weekend, bro?
Man, my weekend was great, man. You know, the Sixers is playing good, man. I had family time, man, getting it back together with the family. Eagles was off for a whole week, man, healing up, man, making good trades, man. And guess what? I stayed free.
Mm-hmm.
I stayed free. For everybody to stay free this weekend, man, say I mean. So I mean for that. Yeah, staying free. Staying free and not getting unalived. That's what it's all about. Take care of them kids, man. It's about them kids, man. Once you get to a certain point in the life, man, it really ain't about you no more, man. We get older, have our fun in our young days, whether we had the fun or lost the fun due to prison. But once you get to a certain age, man, and you got kids and stuff in your family, it's about them now. It ain't too much about us no more.
All right, let's get into it. So, Alicia Andrews, she got found guilty, on manslaughter charges, and she, didn't get the major charge.
Oh, this the Julio Fulio girl?
Yeah, Julio Fulio.
Yeah, I call her the Julio Fulio. I don't know that woman, and I ain't trying to disrespect that woman, but that woman, reality is probably set in already. Because reality definitely wasn't set in while she was going through the days of trial and smirking and having little giggles and wiggles. Oh, yeah, that shit done got real now. Now she's ready to begin the process of, healing, which means healing for the family, family members of the deceased person, but healing for herself. But now she's come to realization that, yeah, she ain't going nowhere for a while. Yeah, she will be sitting up in that junk, bro.
How much time do you think she gonna get?
Manslaughter, they're gonna try to give her the max due to
a max.
Yes, no. The max for manslaughter. They're gonna try to give her the max for manslaughter.
It's her first.
I don't care what it is. She got manslaughter. It's a guideline that she got to get, and they're gonna try to give her the top end of that guideline, regardless if she was first, second, third, fourth, fifth. She got a guideline for manslaughter. They might tell her 5 to 10. She might get that dime. They maxing her out. Why? Because of the actions that she was showing during the trial. It's solely up to the judge now. She's at the mercy of the judge. She's at the mercy of the judge or how the judge want to proceed with her sentencing. And he's going to reflect over the course of the days of trial and taking her attitude, how she was, people were talking about what act she played in this role or whatever it is, but evidently she did it because they found her guilty. These is the laws we live under. And he's going to take accountability, all the laughing and giggling and smirking, and every time a drunk, she's found guilty now. Whether the judge is a male or a female, all that goes into account, bro.
But she hasn't. She didn't have a criminal history.
I don't care what she had. She's found guilty of murder, whether it be first degree, second degree manslaughter.
I don't see her getting a max. I see her getting about a nick.
I'm just, or I can see that too, but I wouldn't be surprised if she got the max. Why? Because of her conduct, bro. She just not showing no remorse. She's sitting in there like it's a game.
I saw when
you get sentenced off of that too, unbeknown to the outside world. Meaning, like the feds, when you go to trial, you're getting a lot of time for the crime that they said you did and you got found guilty of, but you're getting time also of not cooperating. That's an unknown charge. That's an unseen charge. Oh, he ain't do no cooperating, so boost that up a little bit. Whereas though he's supposed to get 8 for that, we gonna go ahead and give him 11 for that. The 3 was for you not cooperating. Yeah, so with her, he can go that route. And
I saw when it was like she got on the stand and asked her questions, like she's still dealing with the accused killers. Like
exactly.
Like I'm not going to turn my back on him. I'm not going to do this and that.
And guess what, Toffee? Just like you've seen it, who else you think seen it? That goddamn judge. That man sat up there and looked at this woman, show no remorse, show no type of, and I don't know her, man. I don't know if she really in the gang business or, but women playing this game, they got it for them too. Nosy, what the man said, nosy people get it too. No, women get it too. You out here playing in a man's game? Okay. This is what I'm talking about. She gonna get in that cell and she gonna get that sentence, whatever sentence he get. Ain't no turning that over. You got to feel guilty.
So she had a baby, so they're not gonna take the baby into consideration?
No. They're gonna sentence her off her accident. How many men go to jail and got babies? There's dudes in there with 6, 7 kids with life.
Yeah, but that's a little.
The judge gonna say all the people try to come up there with all their kids during sentencing. Judge ain't seeing none of that, man. I'm sentencing you off of what you did. I don't care how many kids you got, how many grandmoms you got alive. If your mom's still, we ain't worried about none of that. It's good to have you got support. Okay, I see all that. So that tells me that you're gonna have commissary on your books throughout the course of this time that I give you. That's all the judge is worried about. That's it, man. We ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing. We ain't gonna tiptoe around it. We ain't gonna act like I know how this prison stuff. I've been in there damn near 30 years of my 45-year life. Bro, there's nothing you can tell me how these judges play, these DAs play, these prosecutions, these lawyers, these court appointments. This is, once you get in there, like how we keep trying to tell y'all to stay free, man, it's a better route. I know it'd be easier. You think you can get that gun in your hand, go take you some money or sell you some yerks or some weed, dope. Okay, cool. It may just know you crossed that gun line, boss. You crossed that gun line. You know what happened when they was crossing that gun line down there in life, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, in my opinion, I think she would get like somewhere around like 5 years. She wants to have a baby for like 5 years.
You up here for giggles and wiggles. Nah, yeah, I mean, not saying she can't get that, but I won't be surprised to see her get a dime or more.
Ooh,
yes, that's gonna park her whip.
Yeah,
her whip is gonna be parked, and by the time she get back to that, it will have sand and rust on it. It's gonna need to be thoroughly cleaned. Yes.
Well, hopefully she get, because of the baby. I look at the baby and like, damn. But also, people gonna say, hey, listen, what about Julio's parents? They lost a child. You know what I'm saying? So
they're suffering. They're suffering.
You did the crime. You was a part of this so-called murder, and so now we're gonna sentence you accordingly. So she probably gonna get, something, whereas though she, judge probably gonna tighten up. All right, let's get, another topic. Puff at Fort Dix, not on duty. So he's at Fort Dix Federal Penitentiary. Inmates taking pictures, like they taking pictures from helicopters. I don't know, whatever's going on. He's in the yard. Isn't that like a misconduct to be talking to when there's more than 4 or 5 inmates congregating at one time?
No, they try to enforce that, but they don't. That's a rule that they overlook. They'll usually go back in case like something happened, like if a riot started, then they'll look to see the little groups who was a part of that or whatever. But he was cool. He was outside socializing. That's what you go to the rec yard for, to socialize with other convicts. You out there, you got workout partners. It might be 3, 4 guys over here working out, 3, 4 guys over here on the basketball court. They don't. Puff is getting dug in. Like I told you, if Puff was to make it to Fort Dix, for it to be prison, that is the best jail that Puff can go to. That is a majority New York dudes there because it's in Jersey. I'm quite sure he got a lot of dudes that know of him from New York, so that's the car that he's in. And he's starting his bid, man. Puff got about another 3 more years, if that, with all the good time, all the laws they changed as far as the good time credits you can earn, take classes they take, because he don't got a violent case. Puff might be out there 18 months. And if he's at the low, is what they saying he's at the low, he got a chance within 3 to 6 months because they don't team you to every 6 months. And team mean like you go a review for how your conduct been in prison, where your points at as far as in custody level, where you get classified to. He be at the camp. He'd be at the camp in no time. And that's like the streets. The camp, you could come out at night and go meet your girlfriend, get some cheeks, come back. So Puff landed at a good spot. Hopefully he's taking that time that he got there, not to just sit there and yap with the guys all day long, but to figure out some things what he want to do with his life because he ain't got a long time to be sitting in there for.
I don't know, but Puff is a billionaire, so-called. Like they say on paper, he's like a billionaire, right?
Right.
So the inmates is in there, around a billionaire.
Right.
The reality of it is, no matter how much money you got, no matter what kind of status you got, that when
you break the law, you're going to jail.
Yeah, it's over.
Especially in the Fed. Especially in the Feds. Feds don't see none of that cash stuff, man. I don't care if you come to it with a power to the moon. They're going to move that to the side just to see you. They ain't looking at nothing but you, man. Nothing but you, man. They playing by a whole different set of rules.
And they don't even want you to give no money for the time to pay your bill.
No, they don't want no money. What's up with that property? What's up with that crib you got down there? That $1.5 million junk you got down there? Sign over consent to us. Yeah, man, if you ain't running, they ain't taking it. Only time they take it is if you go, you go abscondal, you leave.
Absconder.
Yeah.
Yeah, so somebody like Puff, he can afford to lose $1.5 million, but
he's not losing.
I'm saying, but he can afford it. Like if he wanted to.
If he wanted to skip. Yeah.
But he too big of a hot or profile celebrity, so they'll find him and bring him back to wherever from wherever he's at.
And just to go back and just to rewind a little bit, we was talking about the girl getting sentenced. You saying 5 years, and somebody just said something real good in the questions and stuff. You are absolutely right. Because I might have forgot about you. Joker 1. She's definitely getting that firearm included in that. So she got the murder and the firearm. She just got found guilty of manslaughter. But that gun carried that too. You're not going to just get. So she's getting sentenced for that gun and that murder. Absolutely correct.
The gun and the manslaughter.
I mean, that's murder.
Yeah,
it's murder.
That lesser, okay.
Yeah, that's just a lesser of murder forms. But she's getting that manslaughter and that firearm. She's getting that. You could bet your bottom dollar on that.
So he said about 11.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, she's going to get a dime or better, bro.
Can you do a dime right now? 11?
Man, I can't do it 10 minutes. 10 seconds.
That might have you a little.
Man, listen, man. 10 seconds right now will take the world out. Listen, prison, man. Prison has humbled me, humiliated me, embarrassed me, and empowered me after all them things, man. Empowered me to never go back in there again. Never, man. I have absolutely no win in there, man. My family is depending on. I'm depending on me. The hell with the kids and the mom and the baby moms or the wives waiting on me. I'm waiting on me. I don't need to be in there. I can't do what I need to do. Not want to do, but need to do. Yeah, so stay free, y'all. Stay free.
I got a question for you.
Talk to me.
Being behind that wall, like daylight savings. We got an extra hour. It get dark early now, whatever the case may be.
Right.
Do inmates look forward to daylight savings?
No. Absolutely not. You done took a damn hour off this time.
Ooh.
This is another hour I got to make up. I'm in here. We the only ones that like that. We laid up there. I ain't got to go to work for another hour. You think they in this and then I got another hour at a time. What? You Sicky Minaj. Sicky Minaj. That's Nicki Minaj's cousin, y'all.
Sicky Minaj. So now these inmates, right now, like you said, like Puff is there. Puff is, now he's dug in, walking around with his he had his coat on, blue coat,
green coat. They got the green little winter jackets and his little grays. You see his little grays from commissary, little gray hat. You got bald bow. He's
smiling.
Yeah, he's smiling because he's not locked in. The Lowe's is not locked in. The only place you get locked in is when your unit is locked down for the night, meaning 8 o'clock, 7:45, 8 o'clock is recall time. Recall means everybody report back to their housing units.
Is he a target on there?
He will be. He could be. Yes, definitely. Will he be a target? Yes, he could be a target, but being as though he's inside of a big car that, New York dudes ain't suckers. New York dudes is men, so they not going to let you come up and do what you want to do to their homie. But now you got to worry about the inside target. The dudes that's from New York. Like, man, this nigga Puff up here. They know they ain't got no money, but they got more brute and force than Puff. If you understand what I'm saying. Like, dudes, you got a lot of dudes that's out here that can't get right and get money. And that was me for a long time. I couldn't get no money. I was hustling, doing little dumb stuff, keep going in and out of jail. But I could thrive better in jail. Why? Because I had a heart of a lion. I wasn't tripping about hitting somebody with that lock and sock or that knife. But that don't make me smarter with the dude with the money. But when the dude with the money come in here with me, he's automatically like, dang, this is not an environment for him to thrive in.
Yeah. So
he got to worry about the eternal targets that he may have. Because this dude's in there with a lot of time. Just because you're at a low don't mean you got a lot of time. Dudes are sitting there with 20, 30 years like, man, lightweight, the soft press. And Puff, I was thinking about, I got this little venture my baby mom trying to do out there, but we need like 2,500, man. That's a soft press instead of going at him, selling 2,500, nigga, I'm gonna do this. Soft press will get you past a lot. You ain't got you just show a little teeth. You ain't got the bark.
So what if Puff don't bite on a soft press? I'm like, make it out of there. Like.
Oh, well, then that's when it get turned up. There's levels to it.
All right, what's the next level then?
Oh, the next level may be, you know what I'm saying, hand to cheeks.
What you mean?
Hand to cheeks, whether it be on your face or whether the hand is on your face or on your ass. Either the cheeks on your face or the cheeks below your waist. That's what the hell is hitting for.
So what you mean? Somebody trying to come at this, somebody slapping
Yes. You're in here with the savages of society.
So it go from just a light press to straight to a hard.
Because you're not respecting the light.
Between?
No, ain't no in between. It's either white or black. Either they gonna fuck him up or the light press because a man know when he's getting light press. Like, what you mean by what?
I feel like you be like pressing me out here now.
I do it sometimes, but I can't get over with it sometimes. But then I can't take it up to the next level because I love you. But I'm like, all right, then he ain't go for the light press. All right, cool.
Yeah,
I'm gonna check his temperature a couple weeks later with the light press again.
You home now, bro?
Yeah. Somebody you home now, bro.
But so the light press is like, yo, Puff, come on, man, I got to go out this business venture. And Puff like, nah, I ain't doing that, man. I ain't here for that right now. I'm trying to do my time.
Yeah, niggas ain't trying to hear that.
So now they gonna get that knife for a lock in that sock on Puff.
Yeah.
And this is people in his car, New York car, that possibly could do that to him.
Yes. It'll come more so first from a person in his car. Cause ain't nobody gonna let you do nothing to their homie. That's like if all Philly dudes up there and a nigga like Meek Mill came in. No, Meek Mill is ours. Y'all can't have Meek Mill. Meek Mill roll with us. Meek Mill roll with 066, and them last three numbers mean you from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
So he underneath the Philadelphia umbrella.
So now
if it's gonna be some pressing, not to say that anybody is pressing Meek, but it'll be Philly dudes that do it. You understand what I'm saying?
We ain't gonna let no outsiders press.
Nah, hell no. That look bad on the whole car. Like, damn, man, we go up there, slap the New York boy, Puff up. You know what I mean? I just got all his commissary. He just sent 10,000 to my books. New York niggas, and the other New York niggas know about it. Now it's food for them. They food. Well, I heard the other boy over there from New York, from Yonkers, he got some money too. Man, now it's gonna start spreading like a disease to all of them. So they're not gonna let you do that.
So what is it? Has it ever happened where a car let another car ride on another?
Yes, I seen DC niggas checking a whole Carolina car. The whole car was probably about 26 Carolina dudes on the yard. One of the Carolina dudes got into a fight with a DC dude. The DC dudes come back. They crushed the Carolina boy at 40, sent him up top. The rest of the dudes was like, yeah, it's cool, man. He shouldn't have did what he did. And the DC dudes was blood on the table.
That was like music to their ears.
What? All you niggas now, matter of fact, ain't no Carolina nigga allowed to walk this yard. It wasn't a Carolina nigga in that jail for about 9 months after that. The administration was kind of scared about letting a nigga from Carolina get off the bus at that yard. Damn. For them near a whole year after that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, it's a reality though, man. That's wild. It's a reality. It's wild, but it's a reality and it's true, man. I want to talk about my girl that got that bell, man.
Let's take a quick break. We come right back with that, okay? Quick break. I hope everybody's enjoying the episode. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to Tales from the Jails. I got a very important announcement to make. For anyone looking to get into IDD, it's called intellectual disability housing, where you can make a lot of money in this business, and you don't know where to start. You want to find a company that can help you get it done. Contact TNS Licensing and Consulting. That's TNS Licensing and Consulting. Numbers are 267-534-5053. 267-534-5053. Call now. Don't wait. We can help you get started. We train you on how to run a business. We teach you from A to Z, how to get started, so forth and so on. That's TNS Licensing and Consulting. Number 267-534-5053. 267-534-5053. Call now. You want to get into the business, but you don't know how to start. Everybody's saying you can do this, you can do that. I can show you how to do. We show you how to get it done. We train you, get you prepared to pass. Welcome everybody back to Tales from the Jails. We're here in Empowerment USA. TNS Media Group is the team and the family. Hey, listen, I want to say something to everybody too. If you looking to get into home care, the MCOs is back. They starting to open back up. So if you're looking to get your home care agency started, no matter what state you're in, especially in Philadelphia, everybody's waiting for Keystone to get back on track and waiting for the MCOs to open up. PF and Wellness, UPMC. They are in the process of opening back up. So start your licensing now. Get your home care agency up and running. Call 267-534-5053. 267-534-5053. Don't wait, because if you miss this train, you might have to wait another 2-3 years for the MCOs to open up again. So make sure that you're licensed. Get your license now with TNS Licensing and Consulting, and they'll help you. 267-534-5053. All right, so let's get Philly news. LaKelia Taylor.
Philly news. Why you say Philly news?
Ain't she from Philly? She from Philly.
That happened in Philly. Yeah,
she from Philly?
I thought it was
Yeah. So her bond was reduced from, I think it was a couple. Was it $2 million?
Yeah, something like that.
And now she got bail.
Yeah.
And she's home after catching.
And she posted it.
Yeah. Posted the bail after catching a double homicide. I believe allegedly the guys is like rolling on her brother or something like that. She ended up catching 2 homicides. She's now out, right? Mm-hmm. She did her time in the county. She was in the county. Right. I don't think she ever was in prison. I think she had a license to carry a firearm, I believe.
She did? Oh, I don't know.
I think so. I got to double check that. But she's home now. What's her morale now? She's out of prison. She's made it home.
Man, her morale is still all over the place. She still got this over her head, bro. That ain't go nowhere. You're just waiting to go to trial while you in society. That's all you doing.
No, this my bad. This was in Michigan. I'm sorry. This was in Detroit. I'm sorry. My bad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all.
That's why I said it was in Philly.
Yeah. My bad. I apologize.
Because Philly don't give bails.
Yeah. She
not for no 2 home, let alone 1 homicide, let alone 2.
My bad. I'm sorry. My mind all over the place. She was in Detroit. She from Detroit, and she caught. She was charged with 2nd-degree murder and other felonies in connection with the shooting outside of a Foot Locker in Michigan.
I think she shot. I think she shot more than 2 people too.
Yeah.
But she killed 2 people.
Happened to me. I apologize.
Well, they say she killed 2 people.
So it's basically the incident resulted in the death of 2 men and injuries to 2 others. So yeah, she did. She was just shooting all over the place.
She was firing their asses up. If you watch the video, she fired their asses up.
She shot her own brother too.
Yeah,
by accident.
Yeah, to get him off his ass. I get it. I would have been cool with that.
Yeah. So now she's home, right?
Yeah, she's home now.
Yeah,
she's home waiting to attend trial.
So she's now home waiting to attend trial. She's gonna fight, from the street.
Yes.
Is it a target on her back now?
Target as far as what?
People gonna be trying to get at her. You think?
Oh well, it could be that. Family members of the deceased and stuff like that. It could be that, but that's easy. She could go somewhere, go to another part of the city, or go somewhere. I'm quite sure she got family while she's awaiting trial, and she could let because they got her on vicious monitor. I'm quite sure she probably on house arrest. They know what she's just not walking around freely and not accounted for, Mm-hmm. But she not a target on her back is the last of her worries, man. That's the last. They got her on camera, 5K camera, man, 4K, whatever they say, camera doing this. Now she can't possibly go in there and say it wasn't her. Her next best defense of why she did it. She got to come up with why she did it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And judging from the scene, man, the way that she went back and you see that she went back to the car and grabbed it and came back and start firing. I don't know how this is going to play out, but she better cherish these little days she got right here before she goes to trial, man. I mean, like.
Go to trial.
Yeah, before she goes to trial. These days right here, her mind, I would be, with the mind thinking that I have now, I would be spending more time with my family, man, getting me some money together, man. Basically, that's it, man. That's it, like building bonds. She got about 9 to 10 months off from trial. Trials for murders, they don't come around fast. So during that time that she's waiting to go to trial, she better enjoy her goddamn freedom.
So her charges, to kind of run a charges that she got, second degree murder, second degree homicide, assault with the intent to murder, tampering with evidence, carrying a concealed weapon, and 2 counts of felony firearm.
Oh yeah, she wasn't licensed to carry them.
No, she wasn't. Her initial bond was set for $2.5 million, and the judge lowered the bond to $250,000, and she has since been released. I saw her in the courtroom too one time when they were trying to get her bail, and she was sucking her teeth, rolling her eyes, and doing all this stuff, right? And now she's been released. I don't understand. Like in Philly, like you said, you weren't even getting out of it.
No, you're not getting no bail. Not for them jumps, man. And I'm not saying that Philly hasn't gave out a bail for homicide, but it's far few in between. I'm talking about 1 out of 1,000. They not giving it. You catch that body, man, you go in there with that 187. Yeah, I don't care if it was mistake, accidental, whatever the hell you want to call it. Your ass ain't getting no bail. You're going to sit there and you will be sitting there to the outcome of that case. She lucked up. Granted, she's in a whole nother state and they carry their little laws and whatever different, and they do give out bails for this. Her whole thing, man, the way, because if I can see, I don't think I'm retarded. Yeah. And I seen that video. You seen the video?
Yeah. She was just kind of shooting real sporadic too. Like,
yeah, well, regardless of that, it was regardless of how, even if she was on point and did down, regardless of how she was doing it, it shows you doing it. So basically, they don't need no witnesses. That's why I said she got to come up with a story of why she did this. She feared for her brother's life, because you're not beating that. You're not. There's nothing in the world that you can do to beat that. Yeah, I mean, unless their minds go blank and they forgot. I don't know, but you're not beating that. You're not beating that. I
mean, you look at the case, right? She went got the firearm. They gave her 2nd degree murder for whatever reason. They charged her with 1st degree. But don't you? I'm assuming she may have given a statement saying, "I just went got the gun for protection, like to try to scare him." She didn't say, "I went got it to kill him." Right. Because if she just said, "I want to go get it to kill them," then that's
when it becomes
1st degree murder, premeditated. So now she got second degree murder because she had the firearm and shot these people, and she got all the shot. People that she didn't kill people, shot two other people as well. Yeah. So she get attempted murder charges for them too.
Yes, and for her brother. Yeah, that's attempted murder.
She might get, like 30, 40 years, probably.
What, if she's convicted?
Yeah, on that charge.
She's getting life, man.
Life?
Yeah.
On 2nd degree murder?
2nd degree murder carries life. 1st degree murder carries the death penalty or life. You got to know these laws, Tawfiq, when you're getting up here. 2nd degree murder is automatic life. 3rd degree murder, numbers. Manslaughter, super numbers.
1st degree murder is what? Death?
Death penalty or life. They can go either way. They got another jury that presides over the case. If you're found guilty of 1st degree murder, then they go back in there to see if you should get the death penalty, to see how heinous this crime was. But you got life coming out the gun bust.
Damn. I don't think she can get life.
But 2nd degree murder, you keep saying you don't think, bro. Stop that. And then it's like you're up here, you're arguing against something that's written. They gotta follow God. You talking about, I don't think she wouldn't have got life.
I don't look at it as the
bro. If she get found guilty of 2nd degree murder, she's getting life. That's it. Ain't no I don't think. Ain't no I hope so. No, it's a law books. It's text. This judge got to do his job.
She's taking a deal, probably. I say take a deal.
Okay, but she do. That's the only way she won't get it. If she go in there trying to fight and play, and they find her guilty, her ass is much. She done slid down a razor blade into an alcohol river, and that's just it. That's just it. Ain't no way around it or nothing. You sit up here and try to be the poster boy and up for, oh no, she's not going. No, bro, they is out here slamming them to the floor.
The reason why I look at it is because
you're gentle and people shouldn't. I get it.
No,
but me, I became callous to it because I went through it. Bro, you need these laws in place for people like that, man. See, if she went out there and violently killed people like that, all right, cool. Street slang would say, yeah, she's a woman. She's standing on business. She's doing what she got to do. But in reality, she's a woman. Okay, she helped her brother out. She could have shot in the air. Them niggas would have took off running. Ain't nobody have a gun because they would have returned fire. She could have just fired at the ground. Pop, pop, pop. They'd have got on their bikes and been breaking down the street. You maliciously went over there and was gunning for these dudes, man. They gonna rope her high, bro. They not playing with her, man. She black. They gonna make an example, and she a woman. Yeah, women get it too. Yeah. All that you sit back on, no, because I don't think. No, the hell with what you think. I'm going to tell you what I know. They is going to crush that woman. Do I want her to get that? No, she made a mistake. But the judges and the courts and the laws is not going to be like, she made a mistake and we can't. The judge told me in court when he sentenced me 420 months, my hands is tied behind my backs. I have to give you this sentence. He said, due to your upbringing is so out. The judge wanted to cry hearing about my life growing up. He like, but I still got to give you 35 years, man. Go ahead, man.
I remember that. I remember she came home. She's like, yeah.
He said, the judge said my hands are tied behind my back due to Congress. And what he mean by that, when he say Congress writes the laws. They have to follow that. If they don't follow that, there's a trial, there's a chance for appeal. You come back, you get a time back. They don't want that, so they follow the law. They don't that's why they don't sentence you outside the guidelines. Yeah. That's a chance for appeal. Lawyers see that, oh, that's appeal. He getting right back there in the court. They stay in them ranges. And second-degree murder carries natural life.
And what's that called? Improper sentencing?
What?
When they go above or below the guideline?
Yes. The judge broke law. That's why they bring you back and rescind you and do that. Immediate appeal.
So you think
easy?
You think she can get life if she don't take a deal?
If she don't take a deal, you goddamn right she gonna get life. She got second-degree murder. It ain't like we got to think about this and come up and be guessing. No, they charged her with second-degree murder, Tawfiq. This is what I'm trying to get through to you. If she's found guilty of second-degree murder and took it to trial, she will be getting life in prison.
So listen, coming out of there, right? If you was her,
and she's going to get more time than that.
If you was her, right? If you was her.
Right.
You got out, $250,000 bail. Looking at second-degree murder. No one carries life if you get found guilty. Are you thinking about a deal? Or are you thinking about running? What are you thinking about?
I'm running. I'm running, man. I'm not going to sit in there for the rest of my life, bro. Now, I can see if we got a case I could fight. She don't have no case to fight, bro. That joint open and shut, man. This joint sweet as cake. Her trial might last a day. Proof is in the pudding, bro. They got the camera, man. You on camera doing that.
And she killed 2 people.
And shot 2 other. She's going to get more than life. She's going to get the lives for the bodies, and then they're going to go, like the other charges you read off, there's time for them too. That's going to get added to the life.
I was wondering why they let her out. What's the reason for behind?
But they got different laws, man. Different states got different laws, man. Different laws, man. But shoot, you wouldn't want to get let out?
Oh,
if you could make bail, we over here with these nutty laws that can't get bail.
You be sitting down there, stay over 2 years trying to fight.
I sat down there for 3 years fighting a homicide. 3 years.
Never getting.
I sat down there in the 9/7 of 2001 fighting a homicide for y'all to just dismiss it, no prize.
What does no prize mean?
No prize means they can always come back and open it up. We threw the case out because of a lack of evidence, but if we ever get evidence 50, 60, 70 years later, you're still alive, we can come back and recharge you. I didn't get acquitted to where though they could never come back and charge you for that. So no prizes, they can double the block if they get the substantial amount of evidence it takes to get you convicted for that.
So now she's home now. So it's like what's next? So she fight. She got a hell of a.
She got an uphill road, man. She got a lot of decisions, man. At least she's free, man. She could think a little bit clearer because when you in there, her mind is all over the place, man. Her mind is the case. Her mind is I can't go nowhere with everybody out there doing her mind. So a lot of burden is off her back by her getting this bond and making the bond. Because a lot of people get bonds and still can't make them. You understand what I'm saying? So she got a lot off her plate as far as about that stress, but she still got a whole nother plate of food to mess with, bro. And that's that trial.
That's
and
crazy.
from me being a hard convict, an ex-convict, a recovering convict, I could be wrong, man. But from what I know, her ass is getting. But man, she got a lot, man. They got it on camera, Feek. They got it on camera.
And the sad thing about it is, which is crazy is that it's going to be multiple lives lost. Her life going to be lost, and those 2 young guys got killed.
Yes,
is going to be lost. And then sometimes we don't really look at it as overall the effects it's going to cause on all those people.
But it's like a trickle effect, man. Like people like to blame these people. Sit back and watch us do it, make the laws and stuff. Boosie said one time I was watching an interview that Boosie said he was so real, man. He said you got the dude right that committed the murder, right? Okay, boom, you got one person dead right there. Okay. He goes to jail. He beats the case.
Mm-hmm.
You got another dude there. If he got some friends that want to ride for the deceased, the friends that want to ride about that murder.
Yeah.
He comes home. Now all this is trickle effects from the action that he set out. He did, and then you got some more dudes that they looking for to put in jail for killing him.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a never ending mess once you step into it, bro.
Yeah.
Once you step into these muddy waters, there ain't no cleaning these sneaks off. It's over with.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You go ahead and throw them up on a wire.
There was another high profile case that happened a few weeks ago in Stillwater, Oklahoma, when it was a young guy. He pleaded out no contest to rape and strangulation of these high school girls. He was a juvenile.
He killed them?
No, he just raped them and strangled two young girls. But they gave him like counseling and like a probation. He was a juvenile too, like 17, 18.
Well, he was a juvenile. That's why they did that. That's why he did it. He's a juvenile. Juvenile laws ain't the same as state laws, man. You got juveniles in there, man, with first degree murder, man, doing 10 years. Because he did it in a juvenile state, doing juvenile time. You know what I'm saying? So that plays an 80% role in your sentencing, whether you're a juvenile or adult.
They said the young guy, he strangled Caucasian America. He choked the little girl, and she was 30 seconds from dying, so they say.
Yeah, but how they know all that? They always
this is what the doctor says.
Yeah, she was 30 seconds. They make it look even worse on you to get found guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah, he right there had her on the brink of death, 30 seconds from dying. Man, shut your ass up. How you know she's 30 seconds from dying? Granted, I'm not taking up for him or taking up for his acts of strength because he did do that. If they found him guilty, evidently he did it. But the same going token for these doctors. How you know she 30 seconds from death, man? Come on, man. Miss me with that.
Yeah, man. You weren't there, so you don't really
Even
know.
if you was there.
I mean, you can't.
How you know? No.
You choke somebody in the eye.
Yeah, but you can look. I can look at you. You getting choked right now. I can look and say, yeah, he's 10 seconds off. Yep, 10 more seconds and you got him. Man, if you don't get out of here with that, man, ain't nobody trying to hear all that, man. You just, once you get in that position, you up shit's creek, man. You shit like that. You got people coming to doctors. 30 seconds from death, Your Honor. How the hell do you know that? Come on, think about it. We're going to use our heads for real. We're going to be smart for 1 second if we ain't been smart in no other seconds.
I mean, you see UFC fighters, they tap.
Yeah, because they letting you know. I feel it.
I'm 30 seconds from going.
Because he can feel it. The actual, the person that's getting it, the victim,
yeah,
he know where he getting that to. I see spots. I see stars. Yeah. Get his ass some help.
You know, so the criminal justice system, in the state and the feds is totally different, because if you got these type of charges, no matter what's going on in the feds, they not letting you out.
No, the feds, man, ain't playing them. Like I said, them two states or separate deities or entities or whatever the word is they want to call it. They're totally different. It's white and black, bro. It's white. It's nothing the same about them. You know how some people are like, oh, they have some similarities together. Nah. She was in the feds, man. She still be in there talking about what we eating. So we making chi-chi tonight. She wouldn't have been out here. She out here eating chicken wings and baked chicken and no. Ain't none of that going on.
Yo, let me ask you a question. The other guy coming home, the guy Max B, I think. Would you ever do time with him?
Max B? No, I don't even know who that is.
He's like a rapper from New York. He about to get out, so they say.
Oh.
I thought you might spend some time with him. He from New York, whatever. Now, the thing that kind of worries me a little bit about this rape case is this young boy raped two girls and he pleaded out to it. You know what I'm saying? So he's saying that he did it, but he got counseling something. So this means that this guy or this kid seems like might be his life. It's a possibility he's probably gonna be indulging in, raping some women. It's a very huge possibility, because a lot of times, because you've been in there with these guys, these child molesters, these rapists. Yes. A lot of times it start with them young, right?
No, they be old, young. They probably had something that happened to them before. That's why they turn into the way they do. But no, you have all ages, man. All ages. Some that got away with it till they was older, or some that just started it when they was older. But all ages, young. You see more so older people doing this though. These rape cases, these chomo cases. Like I run into a lot of they older. They're well past their 30s and stuff like that. You don't really see no chomos that's 23, 24. You know what I mean? Like not to say it ain't none, but you don't know. They older. They past their 30s.
Wow. That's crazy because it's like that's like a sickness though.
It is a sickness. It's a disease. It's a disease. It's a mental sickness, man. And that's why they sentence them the way they do. That's why they put them in hospitals, and that's why they don't get the time that a lot of murderers get when you was looking, but like, but damn, when he played with a little kid and got 5 years, but he shot somebody for robbing his mom and got life.
Mm-hmm.
You would think he would get a break. Okay, even though he was wrong. But did he get life in the dude that sucked a little 4-year-old boy dick? Because now you turning him into something. That's where it starts at. It starts young, like these dudes getting touched on. Can you imagine being fingered in your ass at 4 and 5?
No, I can't. No,
but I'm just saying, if you could, like you'll get older and want to finger something in the ass.
No, I don't know.
No, I'm just saying. But I'm just saying that's how it starts out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it gets crazy like that.
This guy.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is how a lot of these sickos get, man.
Yeah, we've seen it over and over and over again.
Man, and it's gonna keep on going on, man. People is born with these illnesses every day. It's in them, man. It's in them. It's sad to say, but this is the world that we live in. It's a reality. That's why we here up here, and we bringing y'all this awareness and letting y'all know. Yeah, man, that's just it, man.
Why is it that people? I think people go like just talk about the shooting aspect. Why is it that people just run straight to that gun, man?
Because can't nobody fight no more. The fighting was going out the door when we was growing up in the 80s, but you still had a bunch of fighting.
Yeah,
but it was that was the end of it. When it got to about 95, the door was completely shut on fighting.
Nah, I think it probably a little.
Nah, but with you, that's a whole nother thing that we get to debate.
People still was fighting, like it still was some fights in like maybe 2000.
All right, we still have fights in 2025 right now.
No.
Yes, you do.
No.
And then once somebody got knocked out, and then he woke up with that gun. They can't take that. Can't nobody take defeat.
I saw
and then it's humiliation of whoever seen it. Then you got the dude's camera, and so it's pride thing now. Like, damn, they video cam me. I was out there knocked up with my ass in the air. Now you go get that gun.
I seen something on the bus, man. Bull walk on the bus, swung on the bull. Bull pulled out a gun and popped him. Like it wasn't even. It was like you see it so much. I seen so many videos. People being in restaurants. People walking. They just start swinging, and the person pull out a gun, and start shooting. It's like
that's how it is.
It's everybody.
Women too. Women got guns. Kids got guns. Grown people got. It's up out here. It's up. A little fender bender cause you to lose your life. You tap the person on the bumper. Damn, excuse my fault, man. Ain't no damage done. Even if here go a little money, a person want to take your life for that. Everybody too tough.
Because of fender bender.
Everybody too tough. Everybody think that everything got to be No, it don't got to be that. It don't got to be that. And then it's sad to say when they get to prison, that's when they realize, damn. You know how many people was in prison and wish they could take back what they did?
Because something they might have did when they was a kid, 20.
Not 21. Even as a kid, as a grown man.
Oh, yeah.
I done went there grown like, boy, I wish I ain't sell that yurt. Is you crazy? And I'm well into a grown man. You talk about as a kid. Man, that jail give you a lot of think right and act right. Yeah, man, it's going down in them Jones, man. And they filling them Jones up at an alarming rate, everybody. They are nuts the butts in there. And if you don't know what that means extremely close.
So there's no ceiling on the prison. There's no cap on that.
No. There would never be a cap on prison, meaning a height that prison become irrelevant to society. They're building them as we speak.
Somebody breaking law right now.
Somebody's breaking law right now, and they're building prisons right now. They're opening brand new prisons every day. The state of Pennsylvania got over 200 state zones? State zone. We talking about state. I ain't get the fed yet. And we talking about Pennsylvania. I ain't get to the next states yet.
Big business.
Come on, man. Billion dollar typhoon, man. It's never going to be irrelevant, ever.
Because I think they said that George Bush and them invested into the prison systems like they own
the Keefe and all that. Yeah, his wife do. The commissary. In order for you to get involved in that type of alma mater, is that the word I'm looking for?
Alma mater.
Yeah, you got to be somebody. Yeah, you just can't buy into that.
That's modern day slavery.
Well, you people, I don't like to say it like that because slavery is when you came and got took it and did something against your will and force. You committed this act and went in there and you knew the consequences of this act and still went out and did it and got caught. You thought you wasn't going to get caught. Your ass got caught, so now you got to deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, the remorse sets in for you, like wanting to be home, wanting to be free, wanting to just, walk up the street, wanting to just hold hands with your children. And then you got like you said, you got a wife and children out here. Sometimes people like made the wrong mistake, and now they got their wife and children left out here, and they got to talk to them through the phone and communicate through the phone, and father through the phone, and husband through the phone. You know what I'm saying? And you might got 20, 30 years to go.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're going to eventually lose that.
Because now your kid, 19, 20, like,
hey, listen, you ain't
come to the phone. He like, what?
Come to the phone. Your wife, her do answer. Yeah. She working. What's up? You good? Yeah, all that go, man. That go, man. Out of sight, out of mind. That's a real statement. That's a real testimony, man. Especially in that jail, man, you are a walking corpse, man. You are dead, man. It ain't like you in a jail in the city and they could come right up to the windows and see. They sending you. They gonna forget about you. It's life. It's only right. That's what happens when life move on, man. When you go to prison and you get sent in these mountains and you got years on top of years, yeah, they gonna think about you periodically from time to time. You gonna have some people see something about, oh, remember such and such did that, and that's as far as it go. Now it's back to business.
Yeah, we see that all the time. Really, we talk about it all the time.
It's the same way as dying. You'll be remembered for about a good month, especially when the janaza come.
Somebody we know just got killed today.
Yes, sad, but you know what happens. And what we were
At
talking
7
about
o'clock in the morning.
What I'm talking about though is the forgetfulness after you die. Don't nobody the one that's gonna remember you the most after you die is your mother, pop probably, hopefully him, but mainly your mother. That's it, man. Probably be your little girlfriend, but she gonna get another boyfriend dick bigger than yours. She'll forget.
Okay, you know
what I'm saying?
Not on duty.
No, I'm just saying we up here talking facts though.
It may not be a fact.
No, or it might be. It might not be, but it might be. It's one thing about this coin. It got heads and tails. So we never going to just address the heads. We're going to talk about this tails too.
So you worry about matter of fact, O'Skill did say that you worry about all that stuff. Somebody might have given it to her better than what you.
Yes,
all that.
I'm thinking about how I had her pinned down and spitting in her mouth. Jody Muhammad out there doing that now. And Jody Muhammad wasn't Muslim at first. Now he Muslim. Yeah, and he don't go to jail.
And he probably beating your kids too.
Oh, discipline them. Whether he beating them or discipline them, there is another man having guardianship over your broad. And when I say broad, I ain't talking about broad like your woman. Your broad is your family.
Let's answer this question, man. DJ AK, Mr. Sandman, our guy, a member. Don't forget to become a member like Mr. Sandman. He had a question. He said, do you know that this country has the largest population of prisoners in the world? There's more black people in jail in America than any country in Africa. Yeah, I mean, here in America, they kind of put so many things on our plate, I believe, like, just the drugs. This is like a place, just like a cesspool for drugs, money, crime, everything.
Man, Feek, I got to cut you off. Feek.
It is.
No, you are right with that. You are absolutely right, bro. But why I got to cut you off is it's not their fault. They could be bringing boatloads of dope in, boatloads of perks in, boatloads of guns in. It's the person fault who pick it up and go sell it and go shoot it. Hold up.
Yeah.
Everybody that's out here committing crime know if they get caught, what can happen.
Exactly, but what I'm saying,
so it's not. We stop blaming the people who pitting it here. So what? You still got the choice to do it.
I'm not blaming. I'm just saying, if a little kid is on the step or a young boy on the step, and the first sign of success that they see, somebody they can touch, as far as shake their hand, sit on their car, what I'm saying, is a drug dealer who's sitting outside with $100,000 car. If these kids is seeing these type of things, that's the first sign of success. You're gonna gravitate to that.
Yes.
Even if you put that in any suburban neighborhood, the drug dealers out there, and you flood it with drugs, and people, they're not gonna have these suburban kids going to college. They're gonna be drug dealers too. Yeah. It's just that it's a matter.
You gotta. What the people gotta do is grind, go out here, grind, work, and get your kids in a better environment, man. You just moved. We just came from your crib. And the way we was up there, in an environment like that, if the kid chose to still do wrong, that's because that kid, he's sick.
But the chances,
But that's where you're supposed to put your kids in.
Almost best, but the chances is, you could. But
that's the better way to make sure that they come out right.
They flood the inner cities with this nonsense because this is.
But that's still not no. That's not no gripe for me. Once you become the age of understanding and knowing, Like the judge told me, man, you got a sad story, man. Doing sentencing, you got a sad story. You did not have a silver spoon. But there is plenty of other people out here in society that had worse stories than you and is in great shape in life, legitly.
Let's take this question by Huey Tor Nukrama. Sorry, I hope I am messing that name. We said it's a book called Tip of the Spear, where the author proves prison became popular in the 70s to suppress black revolution. It's more than just slavery, he said. So, it's, but for me, if you look at it, I see what you're saying, and you do have a lot of, a great point, and it's possibly true. It's, for me, I look at it as, if you continuously put something in the face of people are going to gravitate towards that more than not.
All right, well, that's what they choose to do then. That's what they choose to do. Choose to get this when you get caught. I'm not blaming them people for putting bags of guns and all right, if you get caught with this gun, what's going to happen? If you get caught selling this dope, what's going to happen? You are absolutely right. It's us as a people that got to say, like we had Nasir, shout out to Nasir. We got a choice, bro.
Yeah, but listen, and another thing is, well, you ever heard people who say, like, I got caught in the county or a certain kind of county, and they give you crazy amount of time. They making an example out of you. Like you get caught in certain counties, certain places, they'll charge you, and you'll make the paper in certain places, right, for just a half ounce of crack. You make the paper with that, and they say it's $100,000 worth of drugs. It'd be a half ounce.
All right, they pumped it up.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, and they'll give you a boatload of time. So they kind of
yes, you're right. We keep going down the same street. I have no debate. I have no rebuttal for that. What you saying, Fee? They are definitely doing that at an alarming rate. At an alarming rate, ladies and gentlemen, they are doing this.
What do you see? Listen, let's.
I can't see past that. What I see is if the person didn't decide to pick that up and do that, yes, because he knows what come with this.
Yes, but it's always waved in their face.
So what?
A quick buck.
It's waved in my face right now.
Yeah, but I'm saying
I'm a law-abiding citizen. You think I don't ride past and see these corners jumping and I know they making all that money?
Because you've experienced the hardship of prison. Everybody having a person,
even if a person didn't experience by himself going through it, if you from Philadelphia, if you ain't went to jail, you know somebody that did. You got a family member or a friend. If you ain't yourself, go. So I ain't trying to hear that.
But still, man,
I'm not trying to hear that. This is an argument you cannot win.
We see the success of a drug dealer, and people are going to gravitate towards that.
I'm not saying they ain't.
9 times out of 10.
I'm not saying that they ain't.
If we did that in these suburban areas and where they have drug dealers and nice cars, jewelry, the kids in these suburban areas are going to be gravitating towards that too.
I'm not saying they ain't. I'm saying they goddamn fools. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree.
They are goddamn fools. So I don't blame it on, the white man, the government is slave. No, we know. Right now, they ain't coming in here locking us up for doing this. They ain't coming to take us. Y'all got 30 years. Y'all was on a podcast today. No, they not.
You're right, but everybody don't have the opportunity to do that. To be in
I'm just saying, but it's plenty of opportunities outside of this. Target, Walmart, Home Depot, all these places is hiring.
But people want instant gratification. It's not. I'm not saying that what you're saying. I'm just saying that sometimes
you want instant gratification. Yes. Go out there and try to get it. Just know, I don't want to hear that slavery shit. I don't want to hear that, oh my God, they punish us in here. They give us all this time. No, you knew the consequences of your actions before you got into it. All I want to hear now is accountability. That's it.
I agree.
Then when you formulate a plan like that, Feek, whether you know it or not, you come to terms your bid be easy now because you ain't placing the blame game. Oh, they gave me 50 years for 25 years of grams. Yeah, that's a lot of time for 25 grams. Yes, it is. It's out of pocket. But you knew they was doing this before they came and got you. And you chose to continue to carry on with your criminal enterprise.
Mm-hmm. But like I said,
ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, man.
I agree. I just see that, when you in a place and there's so much temptation around, a lot of times, not everybody, but the majority of the people are going to end up selling drugs. If you put 10 people in front of the right drug dealer who got the right car, the right everything, showing everything, nine times out of 10, 9 or 10 people is going to gravitate towards that, especially if you're talking to him the right way and coaching him upon where he's upon. It's going to be hard to get the kids to go to school, man, and go be a doctor because you can't really see that doctor for like another 10 years, but I can see this drug dealer right now, so I'm gonna be like, yeah, I can get that.
Yeah, well, you get caught and you get that. I bet you see that right now too.
That's
a cold hard reality of it. You wanted to skip and play. You thought you was gonna get away. Not today.
And another thing is people hear about prison, but they don't really. It's not like you can't see it.
Yeah, you can't see it, but you see the people. You can see it when you got friends and stuff that did it, bro.
Yeah, they come home nice. A lot of times they come home. Yeah, you just did it. It's glorified. My man in prison. Oh, my man.
No, not in our circle.
No, not now. When we was kids, like we was young.
Yeah, it wasn't glorified when I was no damn kid either. I don't know where you. I must have been not around you them days if it was glorified.
I'm saying it's glorified. Yeah, my man. Shout out to my man. It's like it's not glorified.
No, it's
but
not
like,
glorified. It's just like hold your head up.
Yeah,
it's always going to be that.
Or he'll kill him. My man, you know.
All right, cool. Until he in there.
Glorified.
But his man will be the same when they call home. Man, I wish I could take that body back. Yeah,
I agree.
But you out here because you ain't in it. That's why I bet you he ain't in there saying that.
But I'm saying people don't always.
What I'm saying is, regardless of what you saying, Feet, it's up to a person. I want to answer this one question. Paul Jones, if I think this who it is, man, my man from Baltimore, we did a lot of good time in Fort Dix together, man. Good man. Shout out to you, man. But if it ain't, excuse me. But Paul Jones said, man has to exercise self-control, man. First and foremost, let me start that off again. Man has to exercise self-control. Me, I didn't do that at one point. I was a goddamn fool. I wanted money. I couldn't maintain myself to control myself to go get a job. I thought I had to go sell some crack or rob. So yes, you are absolutely right. He also said, and that's one thing you learn in the joint. If not, it becomes a revolving door. Yeah. You got the main thing first is self-control, man. You got to be able to control yourself. You got to be able. I was watching this podcast the other day, man. I like to take takes and, see how people present, whatever they got to say to the public in the mass. And he had said that, what did he say? He said the first thing that these dudes do when they go get money, man, he said that they have fun, they have a ball. He said, but a lot of dudes get in trouble because they can't turn their horny down. Because when you got money, then you got money to do a lot more things that you couldn't do when you was broke.
Yeah, money can either make or break you. That's why money. A person who doesn't have money can destroy them once they get it.
Okay, yes, and I say that to say you have to exercise control, some form of control in certain aspects of your life, man. Mm-hmm. Certain, especially if you want to be prosperous, you want to be prosperous in a good way. Because you could become prosperous taking money. You could become prosperous selling dope, yes. But what do we see damn near they fall all the time? What drug dealer you know that made millions of dollars and then they somewhere successful?
Off of drugs. Nah, you see them all. You see the biggest of them.
They take a fall. Now, you got some that probably went to jail, came home, started doing business because they got a hustle mentality. But it took them to take that fall, and now they ain't selling that no more. They doing something legit.
You look at El Chapo. Them guys are making billions of dollars off drugs. Do you think he want to do it over? He's sitting in the cell. They say he can't even come out. These guys, not to mention the millions and millions of people that get killed out here in the streets trying to make it into the drug game or the criminal enterprises. These people, there's so many lives that are claimed by the graveyards and the prison systems because I don't know why people are attracted to it, man.
Yeah, shout out, man. Shout out to my man. He gets us back and say that is him. Yeah, man, keep tapping in, man. Thank you for the support, man. Put all the Baltimore guys. I got to get you up on the show because you got a story to tell, Droski. You definitely got a story to tell.
Shout out to Huey toward Nuclearuma. Hope I'm saying that right once again, bro. He says, stats say people sell and use drugs at the same rates in white communities, but they don't go to jail at the same rate as us.
Hold up, Huey.
And he said also Google opium wars. But
hold up, Huey. Let me get at Huey real fast.
Right though.
No, you gotta sometimes you just gotta chill and let the men talk that been in there. Huey, if you have not been to prison, and evidently I can come at you and say you have not, and I could be wrong, but it is white boys in there by the abundance. They are in there. The jail is not full of blacks.
Is it more blacks than whites in there?
Yes, it is.
Right, okay, so that's what he's saying.
Yes, it is. But there are lots of whites.
Okay, yeah, but
in there for lots of big time working law.
more than blacks.
All right, well, that's the, apples and oranges. We go on all day about it.
Yeah, our neighborhoods is impoverished and flooded with drugs and all this stuff. So therefore, people are gravitated to either using it or selling it, or sometimes both. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real, bro.
But one thing, like I said, Hugh, it's a lot of whites in there, man. And you can look at it and say that, drugs is, predicated on getting more black people locked up, incarcerated. And you could agree to disagree to that. But there are plenty of Caucasians in there about these drugs, man. And I sat in there 3/3 of my life, man. If I had four parts of life, I sat in there 3/3 of it already. And I see them every day. Every day I was in there, them white boys is in there.
And these is big time drug dealers.
Yes. Yes, little time, big time, mid time, no time. They in there.
Yeah.
They in there. Heavily. Especially out California. They is in there. Yes, they is.
And I agree that it is, but listen, man, let's think about our neighborhood. We came up the step. When we was kids, we knew all the dope dealers. You know what I'm saying? We knew all of them.
Yes.
We knew what kind of cars they was driving. We knew where they stashed the drugs at. We knew who was hustling. We knew all the stuff that was going on. I'm talking about as little kids. Your parents, my grandma would tell me, "Yo, don't go over there." But I knew who was hustling. I knew where he was hiding the drugs at. The caps, they had caps back in the day. I knew where the packs was at. I knew who was dropping the packs. So I knew everything that was going on. I'm talking about as a young kid, from being outside and seeing it, and I learned the whole system. I knew who was selling what, who was doing what, from seeing it all the time. They sell heavy dope on my grandma block in Brooklyn.
Yeah,
heavy dope right there.
Did it make you want to go out there and sell it?
They used to give me dollars and stuff, like, look out for me. But
I ain't asked that. I said, did it make you? See, you get around.
Not
the
at that time. I was still young.
Okay, all right.
I was still young, but that was the drug dealer was the first time of success that I saw.
Right.
Fresh sneaks, whatever he had on, fresh clothes, chain, everything they had on. They was getting money back then. They selling caps and crack. Mm-hmm. You know how that was. The lines would be down the block, but we young kids. And we see this as a young, just sitting there just watching like it's a movie. We seen the law come up, the raids and everything. We just learned the system. And what happened? You adopt that, and then you try to avoid going to prison like they did. So you felt, they made a mistake here. You start emulating that same system. Mm-hmm. And it's like a cycle because you gravitating towards that because that's the first sign of success that you see. You know what I'm saying? We ain't seeing no doctors. Ain't nobody in our hood was no doctor.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? And then on the flip side, wasn't nobody walking into no prison to see the hardships of prison. We heard about it being hard, but we couldn't see it. Maybe if people was able to see it, and be able to, actually walk inside a prison to see, like, oh, this joint knocked off. I'm getting myself together.
Take this question from Huey again, man. Thanks, Huey, too, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, man. That's why I'm going to keep giving up this raw for you, man. Thank you. But what he said, because I want to make sure he said,
we disproportionately. Okay. Disproportionately.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
I'm talking per capita. I'm not sure what you're saying.
Yeah. You gotta break it down for me a little bit more. Huey, excuse me. I want to be able to answer your question just like in a manner that I see fit. And just because I answer it don't mean it's facts, but from my knowledge, that's my facts.
Yeah, but but what I'm saying is, prison has, a horrible place to go, man. It's horrible to go to prison, man. It's horrible, man. But we just can't see it. So maybe if people saw it, it's crazy. Now let's flip side other countries like Saudi Arabia, right? Mm-hmm. Places like that. The crime rate is so low. I'm gonna tell you why it's so low.
Because the laws that they have, they killing and cutting off hands.
Yeah, and chopping off heads. So I saw something where as though it was a group that got caught. They got caught with like some crack cocaine or some cocaine over in Saudi Arabia. They got caught bringing it in or something like that. I think probably, I don't know how much it was, maybe like a brick of coke or whatever. Do you know that they killed them people, man? They killed them.
Yes.
It was a woman too. They slaughtered them.
Well, that's not the country we live in.
But what I'm saying is,
you saying bring these laws over here?
No, I ain't saying that. But I'm just saying.
Do you think them people deserve that? You don't think that's like over the top? You die because of this. I think that's crazy as shit.
That's their law, but
but you don't think that's crazy to take my hands off because I stole out the store?
But the reason in our religion,
No. I'm just saying,
I'm gonna tell you why.
But we're not trying to get to the religion aspect.
But I'm gonna tell you why they do that. I'm gonna tell you why they do it. Because we're talking about a place that the reason why they do it is because now, like,
it incites the fear in people not to do it again.
Like you rape a little girl. I saw they rape a little girl. They'll tell the person who did that.
They'll castrate you.
They'll make you make two rakats, make toba. For toba is mean ask for forgiveness from Allah, and then they will lay you on your chest and murk you right there, and then hang you in the sky, and that's why the crime rate is what it is.
I agree, but
over here,
this is just a. I don't want to get too much into the reason because everybody don't believe what we believe.
I agree, but I'm saying you see the young boy, these people commit crimes because sometimes is the just taking your time away because it doesn't really have an effect on people because it's just like, all right, I'm just gonna do a bunch of time. But if people knew that they was getting killed and something happened or you was losing, I'm telling you, it would change the mindset of people.
So you would bring that over here then?
I mean, I don't want to speak on that. I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, what it does is it knocks off. It makes people deter from doing that. Because think about it, the corruption behind people going to jail, it doesn't have an effect. Look at the young boys out here killing every single day. The reason why they do it is because jail is my friends is in jail, and then the reason why they implement these prisons is because, like I said, it's $1 billion business. Let them kill, let them sell drugs. We gonna make all this money off them. That's what it's about. But if they was doing that and killing these people, I'm not saying they should do it, but if they was doing it, you would see a dramatic drop off of crime. I get if they was cutting heads off down City Hall, people killing somebody in front of the masses, everybody see it. I guarantee you would see a drastic drop.
Fans, man, for audience, man, please let us know, man. I want to know what y'all think. Do you think that if we had laws like other countries, Sharia laws as far as like
we didn't know, the crime rate would drop dramatically if they did that.
Well, I would agree with that, but I want to know.
If you killed somebody, right? You got found good to kill somebody, and they took you down City Hall and killed you in front of everybody. People gonna be like, man, I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not getting it. The jobs would be fluent. I guarantee you they would. That's why the crime rate in these places is so low, because they don't care about making money off a prison system. They don't care. Ain't no lawyers. It's like they pride themselves on different stuff. But it's $1 billion business. It's money. It's about this. As long as my family ain't going to jail, I'm gonna make money off these African Americans.
Somebody said if hip hop go away, you'll see a bunch of drastic drop in crime.
It just might, but I'm just saying, like,
Teller Durden said that. Shout out to Teller Durden.
It just might, but if they say it again, huh? What you want to say? Yeah. Exactly. It is.
There's more.
Mm-hmm. They can't really hear you, but yeah, but basically what he's saying is that when you put all these liquor stores, remember like in our hood we got Jumbo, then right on the next corner we got the other sticks. What's that? And then on 46th Street you got a whole nother steak store. How much corruption have they caused in the neighborhoods by selling that filth? These cigarettes, this liquor, you know what I'm saying? This causes people to, you know what I mean? Think about it. You got people that been sitting in front of the store getting drunk for years. Because, you know what I'm saying, it causes, you know what I'm saying, then not to mention, the drugs in the neighborhood, people, anybody, the drug dealer is glorified, and the working man is frowned upon a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? Because what? The drug dealer looks good a lot of times, and he's getting all the girls, and so forth and so on, and then a lot of the girls are attracted to the drug dealer because they come from a broken home, and this man gonna take care of them and do certain things for them on a fast track. It's fast. You know what I'm saying? And then you see on the flip side, you see a lot of women who are stuck in that, and then not only are they stuck in that, now their daughters is looking for men like the mom had, and the cycle goes on and 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 on, and so drugs, liquor, all these things cause corruption, and I see why places like Saudi and certain in Africa, certain spots they say keep that liquor out of here and the drugs out of here because it causes too much corruption. And over here in America, all they care about a lot of times is, as you can see, is money, everything. Commissary, phone time, you know what I'm saying? It's just so much, and then it costs so little to run a prison because the inmates work for 45 cents a day.
Yeah.
So the overhead, we just pay the guards, and we getting paid so much money to house these individuals in prison. So it ain't about, they could probably put a halt to it and change it, but they're not gonna do it because they're making billions of dollars. It's about the money. About the money. So keep flooding these neighborhoods with these drugs. Keep promoting this liquor on these TV screens. Keep pumping this rap music, this drill music into these communities. Keep pumping this stuff. Now, a lot of these kids, everybody want to be rappers. Nobody talking about being no doctor. Nobody talking about being no. Everybody, and it's crazy, and it's not their fault a lot of times because it's all that they see is the sign of success that they see. I saw something that is easier to make it to the NBA than it is to make it as a rapper. It is hard to make it to the NBA, but they get all these people on the corner rapping. What they rapping about? Shoot up their communities, selling drugs in their communities. This is what they preaching and pumping, and it's been going on for years.
This is what we are. Who is they?
I'm talking about before us.
But it still was us.
Because we just following the cycle and the trend that we seen.
The whites ain't out here doing that.
Huh?
They ain't out here doing that.
It's not in their communities. It's like it is in ours.
But they're not in our communities doing it. I don't go for that.
What you mean? Listen, bro. It's in your community. You're going to see it more. It's no liquor stores out where I live at on the corner. They just started putting liquor in the
little plazas, the little wine and spirits and all that. Yeah.
Ain't no
delis and stuff.
No deli. It's liquor. The delis. Look. Listen, man. That stuff causes. It destroys communities at an alarming rate. They sitting there on these corners making millions and millions of dollars selling poison to the community.
And I agree.
So now this all that we see. You know what I'm saying? All we see. Oh man, I'm about to go get drunk. If you ain't selling it, you getting drunk. Now you see rappers, and people selling liquor now.
Yes. Or promoting it.
Promoting it. And it causes problems in the community. It harms people. So, but people are they make it look nice in certain kind of bottles and all this different stuff. Oh, this that new, and they put it in the rap music and the music in our kids in the community are.
So this is making people go out and commit crime and kill people and shoot people
because they're out of their mind. You just said that a person in prison got drunk and caught 2 homicides.
I said a person went to prison.
Yeah, he did it in prison. Why?
No, he didn't do it in prison. He didn't.
Oh, well, okay. He got drunk.
And woke up in jail. Yeah.
Woke up in jail for killing 2 people.
Yes.
So if that doesn't tell you that.
No, I'm not saying there is not one related incident.
Ain't nobody doing that on the mind.
Substance. Huh?
And nobody doing that 9 times out of 10. Nobody's gonna do something like that with a clear head.
Are you out your mind, man?
They're not.
You know how many dudes I know in prison that don't get high and drink?
But I'm just
saying. The biggest drug dealers and shooters and all that.
But the thing about it is,
it's like half and half, bro.
Listen,
everybody that's in there with a crime is not in there with a crime that was drinking and smoking.
Listen, man.
No.
Listen, bro. I hear you, but
so you saying you take all the bodegas out of Philadelphia, crime gonna drop?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I beg to differ.
I guarantee you.
I beg to differ. You agree with that, Weedy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crime going. Listen, man. Listen, bro. If you remove all intoxicants from people, the crime is going to drop. I'm talking about people are dying. Drugs on this liquor just caused vehicular homicides. People's crashing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
People going to this. It just had people out of their mind. So not to mention crack. Crack. It just destroys people.
Mm-hmm.
It destroys families.
Heroin, all that.
It makes mothers abandon their children. What's worse than that? A mother who abandons her children because of crack. We come from the 80s era where parents have my mother abandoned me because of crack. Ain't nobody doing that with no sound mind.
Yeah, I know a lot like that.
Exactly. Drugs. Well, I'm telling you, if they remove drugs and liquor, people will have a sound mind. People will probably be going to school. Like, why you think over in these countries like China and Japan, they like 10 steps, 20, 30 steps ahead of us, man. They don't pump down. They don't with all that nonsense. Look, think about it. Kids now, the first thing they do is get their kid a tablet. That's a new drug now. They get your kid crying, hand them a tablet. Kids can't even count, can't even write, but they gotta work on the tablet. They gotta scroll on the tablet.
Yeah, they do that at an alarming rate.
That's a new drug now. Now the kids they cry for something. They look at something all day. Their vision is messed up. They obese. It's just so much. You know why? Because and then you got somebody like these companies who are making these tablets and these devices. They're making billions of dollars, but the overall effect of it just takes away from the productivity of people in society a lot of times. Now it's a great benefit of in having these things, but people just kid crying and hand them a tablet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, now what they do?
So you're saying you're handicapping them now?
You handicap them. Now what you do? Now you look at marijuana. Why is marijuana legalized? So they can tax it. It's about the money. Ain't about nothing else but the money.
Yeah, Jamar Diaz, shout out to Jamar Diaz, said, "Freak you out your mind." He said, "Sober people do crime too. Stop it."
I'm not saying they don't. I'm not saying they don't, but the rate is much higher because people on drugs. It is. Let's keep it real. People getting drunk and shooting.
I think I might agree with that.
Yeah, I'm not saying sober people don't commit crimes. They do. I'm just saying when drugs come into play, it messes with people mental. It's your mind, your mental. I mean, so that's what I'm saying. But we can agree or disagree that if you took drugs and alcohol out of the communities, you'll see a change in the community. People would change. I guarantee you, man. We can say 10, 20, 30%, whatever it's going to be, but it's going to change for the better. Let's keep it real. And like I said, back to marijuana. Marijuana is what is legalized now. What? Because they can tax it now. It's about the money, bro. It ain't about nothing else.
So you think crack would be legalized if they could tax it? Heroin would be illegalized if they could tax it?
Probably not because weed is like a
Well, yeah, I want to see you break this down.
I'm saying
weed is what?
Weed is not as hard.
It's a gateway to all these drugs. But go ahead.
It is, but it's not as hard as a crack. It doesn't have the type of effect on a body like a crack or heroin does. So that will be inhumane to legalize that, bro. How you gonna legalize that? But weed, they're gonna legalize it because they gonna say, all right, people need it for medical reasons. They got all these medical companies, this stuff was done years before they legalized it. All these companies setting up these big weed farms, and then they legalize it, and now they pumping it on the streets. Why? Because they're making billions and billions of dollars off of it, and they taxing it, and the government sitting back taxing it, making money. It's about money, bro. It ain't about nothing else but money. So therefore, we look at it, and now everybody running an open weed weed strains because it's legal now.
Yeah.
And they're like, now, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's about the bread, So that's all I'm saying. But if they took these drugs away, we can agree that the crime rate would drop. Everybody can say it. Can say that. You know what I'm saying?
Like Frank White just said. Shout out to Frank White. You still can choose, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
It's all at the end of the day. We could say all the drugs. You still got that choice.
Yeah, you got a choice. But if it wasn't,
it's about that choice,
if
man.
It wasn't around, if it wasn't around,
you don't got to choose no more.
No, you still got to choose. But now it's an easier path for people to have a sound mind and make sound decisions. You know what I'm saying? Now you got a sound mind, it ain't around. That's why you see other countries where it ain't around. You see people making sound decisions. People not, the crime rate is not as high. The kids aren't affected. Think about the drugs that are the liquor. The liquor affects babies. Weed affects babies. Crack affects babies. Just look at the effect of the pregnant woman. You know what I'm saying? Who uses these drugs. Now the babies come out as a drug addict before they even born. All types of mental issues. So now we're a society, when that baby's gonna get older and have a baby, it's like an ongoing cycle. So if they remove drugs totally, we will definitely see a change in people for sure. White, black, brown, no matter what it is.
Yeah, I argues a lot, and I'm very, not debative, but I think with my own mind. But what you saying right there, if they remove drugs from, which is never gonna happen. We just hypothetically,
because they're making too much money off of it.
But Still with drugs being a part of the factor now in rotation, it comes down making the right choices, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, because it's like they said, they call it the trap for a reason. You know what I'm saying? They just compounding us with all this different stuff, and what happens is, you know, we look up. It's like all these ailments. People got cirrhosis of the liver, and they got, you know, cancer in the lungs, and oh man, just look at the people that was using crack for so many years. They just got so many issues. Crackheads, you know, they got so many issues, man. You know what I'm saying? And look at the time they're giving all these people behind the prison wall. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a major thing, man. And I just, you know, will we ever see a time in America where there's no drugs? You know, law knows the best, but I doubt it. They're making too much money. The lawyers, the cops, you know, it's too much money to be made for them. So we'll see what's going on. So I'll go make time for some questions. If anybody want to ask some questions. All right, sure. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta yeah, you're right, man. Look, somebody said B-Bates, the vapes, man. The vapes, man. Even these vapes. These young boys smoking these vapes, man. Them joints addictive, bro.
Yeah. It's nicotine.
And they be having withdrawal, they can't get them joints.
It's nicotine. It's an electric cigarette.
That's what I'm saying. And what is it about? They beautify it, make it look all cool with the joint, and it got all these different colors on it, and you get 9,000 puffs on this vape here. So now people was buying these joints, walking around or pulling these joints all day. It's not good, man, at all. But what they're going to do is they're not going to get rid of it because what? They're making billions and billions of dollars, not knowing the effect that they cause on people. And they try to, and then the small writing at the bottom of the screen it says seek help if you feel like you're addicted. It's small writing where you got to look at the commercial screen and see it. You know, it's not, you know, don't sell it, but they're not, you know. So this is the way of the world, man. And then so here in Tales from the Jails, you know, we understand that a lot of these things lead to prison. So our goal is, you know, we're not trying to glorify prison, but to talk about prison and what happens and what leads people to prison and what leads people to early deaths. And 9 times out of 10, it's about drugs, the effect of drugs, and you know, and what it does to people, man.
And remember, man, please, man, audience, man, please, man. Me and Tawfiq appreciate y'all, man. We appreciate y'all tapping in every day, man, and listening to, you know, our opinion and our true statement and facts of what we've been through of life and me telling you this prison life. But support, become a member, man. Become a member, man. You know, you get a bunch of updates first. You get the episodes first, man. You know, support to keep us out of court, man. We can keep bringing you this hot off the press, real every day.
Mm-hmm. And you know, I mean, elections, man. I just think all this stuff is rigged, man. It's about money, man. A lot of times we sit back and we thinking that something's going to change, that people get in office. What has changed? I mean, what can you say that has really changed
with the elections?
Like let's get real. Barack Obama, right,
mm-hmm.
is African American president, you know, and we was more so want to get a black president, mm-hmm. you know, into the office. But what did he really do? Do you know what he did?
Mm-mm.
I think Trump freed more men than him.
But it just passed on Trump term.
Okay, cool.
That's how it go. You know, they be working on
he
bills.
Did do something.
And then he went out of office. And then when Trump came in, he followed up on it, and the bill got passed.
I think, in my opinion, I could be wrong because I don't vote. But the thing that, in my opinion, I think that it was more so about us getting a black president into the office. I know, of course, he made some promises and may have done some things, but you know, I never seen a change in nothing because they, you know. In my opinion, maybe somebody else can tell me what they saw that changed. I didn't see anything that changed.
I don't vote either. So all I know, I ain't see the conditions get better yet.
Yeah, and you're probably not. As long
All
as
the promises they make before election, and if you vote for me, and I'm not saying them people ain't trying to or whatever, but I haven't seen it in my 45 of years living yet, especially at my age of understanding and knowing.
Just think about it. These companies, who makes firearms? Who make guns? Who make guns? These companies make guns. We need to think about stop making.
Well, I ain't
guns.
gonna say the government, these factories and all that.
Yeah, stop making guns. Stop making them.
Just Quan just said, do you think martial law will prevent crime or incite it?
It's going to do a little bit of both, but ultimately, man, it's going martial law would definitely have an effect on people, but I just think that it's going to probably incite it in the beginning, but let's maybe people can try to not allow these communities to be flooded with drugs and stuff like that, and make the choices easier for the kids. It'd be easier. Like I said, how long has Jumbo been up on that corner, bro?
Forever.
How much money do you think they made?
A whole lot of it.
And what they do? They had the Chinese people selling the liquor and the black boy in the back cooking.
Yeah. I'm not debating that.
That's what I'm saying. So they sold all the liquor. When the Kennedy made some liquor sales, they watching their money with their liquor. But you cooking, you know what I mean? You cook in the back, bro, because you can relate and cook this food better than I can. You know how to chop up a cheesesteak, cook a burger to the liking of your people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's
but I got what they like over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna sell this over here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how it always been. That's how it always be. They just pump the stuff in the community. And a lot of times they don't even drink. You never see them drunk working. And then they don't want to let people go for 75 cents short. I mean, people used to be 70 when I was a kid. On that, people would be short 75. Oh no, you can't go for 75 cents short.
Well, they do it now. I didn't walk to these poppy stores now. They got dudes in there with whole list tabs. That was back when we was growing up. Yeah. We got another question from I hope I'm saying this correctly, and if I ain't, I apologize up front. Abu Kante said, "Is Big Sandy one of the worst USPs?" Big Sandy, when I just left the federal system, is the most infamous and treacherous USP in the United States of America. I'll give him top three. Top three, yes. Now, I don't know how it is now. They could have got watered down. They could have got a lot of control over this current USP. And for those who don't understand or don't know what USP means, it means United States Penitentiary. Yes, when I was serving time, and as I've been hearing, yeah, Big Sandy, they bring you don't go to chow hall and eat. They bring you your chow hall to your cell, like the whole jail is doing whole time. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, it's a very infamous jail.
Yeah, we want to take questions.
Or notorious.
We want to take questions, y'all. We got to get up out of here. But we want to take some questions, man. Give y'all another 2 minutes for some questions, see what y'all got for us. Yeah, all these elections and all this stuff is rigged, man. All this stuff is about money. It's about money. Look, Donald Trump is the president of the United States. Donald Trump. And I'm not a lot of things that he do, he's really good with making money, but he's a president. He's a president, and he's not the president just because he know what to do with money. No, he's the president because he got money, allies. He's real good at getting allies and building things that that people with money, they get behind him and support him because he know how to make them money. And you always want to get the support of people when you know how to make them money. Nobody don't really, like I said, nobody don't respect nobody who doesn't have money. They respect that. One thing people respect is money.
Yeah, people respect that. It could come, yeah.
And if I can make you money, people gonna roll with you over the person. You can have the best plan in the world. You can know everything you're talking about as far as you can have the best plan about stopping crime, stopping murders. But people not gonna go with you. They gonna go with me over because I'm gonna make them money. I'm gonna show you how to make some money. So people gonna go with me. You might stop murders and crack coming in. They're not gonna. People respect nothing but
That's
money.
That's just self-preservation, man. Also, they worried about what's going on with themselves.
Somebody, boss said we would take a run like Escobar or a 9 to 5 with a nice pension at the end.
I'm taking that now. Now. See, if you'd have asked me this 10 years ago, I'd have given you a different answer than what I'm ready to give you now. But now, I'm going to go ahead and take that 9 to 5 with that super husky pension. Pension me, please.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So we thank everybody for tuning in, man. We really appreciate the support, man. Don't forget to become a member.
Let me answer Donald Glenn's question. He said, does Connecticut have a car in the feds? Yes, they do. I've been to jails with Connecticut dudes. I've been to Raybrook, upstate New York, and there was a lot of Connecticut, Boston. Like, they run with Boston. Like, Boston, Connecticut. That's all that little area right there. So, Maine. Yeah, so, yeah, they have a car in the feds. Yes, they do.
All right, y'all. I got to get up out of here. Me, personally, I got to get up out of here. We got to get up out of this drink, but I appreciate everybody and tuning in to Tales from the Jails. I got to offer the Sola. So, thank you guys, for everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to become a member. It's Tales from the Jails. We out.